Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. I have been positively dying to play more of the Lake House DLC. I am so incredibly excited to be back with you. Where were we? If I remember correctly, I hope if I press continue, it will continue me on the Lake House DLC. Otherwise, we can load a save manually, but we'll try it. I'll trust you. I believe we were back up on, sub-level 1. Our team is dead, murdered before my very eyes, and we're trying to find some sort of secret weapon, perhaps made with black rock material. Hello, nice to see you there. Thank you so much for the subscription. That is so kind of you. Try to get rid of a pop-up message. There. Thank you both for the subscription right off the bat. You've almost bursted into a hype train. So incredibly kind of you. You're going to make me all shy and whimpery with these acts of generosity. So, there's our Agent Estevez. Good to see you. We have a shotgun. We have a pistol. Let's, There's got to be a better way to say it than up that arsenal. There's got to be a better way to say it. Don't want to be stealing from the Ratchet and Clank franchise. Oh, hello, my darling. I saw somewhere someone was talking about, the Ukrainian translation of this DLC being a little rushed, let's say. And one of the examples they gave was that anytime Dr. Darling appears. Wait, that looks new. What is this?
York, espèce de crétin, prétentieux. The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star. And he made fun of the name. Huh. Oh, the Shadow. The Shadow is good. It's evocative.
Come on. It's the Taken. Let's be honest, Jules.
He is just a jealous, spoiled little child.
Oh,
I
no.
will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name.
How dare you?
Tous ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. But I will break it.
Jules, you're going mad. You're spiraling into deep, deep madness. Yummy. Here's to your health. Sorry, I shouldn't have been interrupting what was a very new message. And also, note to self, check any video screens we've passed by previously for such a thing. But as I was saying, and oh my god, you've bursted into a level 2 hype train while I was looking away. While I was looking at him spiraling into deep, deep madness. That is so sweet of you. Chugga chugga, motherfuckers. Which is still my favorite new phrase. I'm stealing that and will use it forever. But as I was saying, the Ukrainian localization of the dialogue, pretty much any time it mentions Dr. Darling, it just calls him Dr. Beloved. And I think that's cute. I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's super accurate for how I feel about Dr. Beloved. Was there always such a big gap in that painted wall? That seems new. Have you been slowly collecting more and more paint to become a larger paint monster? I'm not super enthused with the idea of that. I'd prefer you to stay timid and small, if at all possible. Check around here. Gimme. Gimme them shells after midnight. You've grabbed me by the throat. I should have been paying attention. Okay, so we could not, last we tried, damage them with physical means. I am very upset. In a health bar sense. There we go. So let's just run to this new weapon and see if black rock material can damage them.
How do I get in the room with that gun? Can't open it from the side.
Okay, gotcha. You don't want to come in here with all the beeps and boops? Is that what I'm to understand? You dislike beeps and boops? So what was it that this required? I forget what it was that we, went down to retrieve. It must have been a key card, right? Probably for that door, or another door that leads around. Let's go over here. No, thank you.
These panels are blocking the door.
Panels are blocking the door, okay. How would I... there was some button that shifted the panels. Let's race back in here. I'm really glad that thing is scared of smaller chambers, or we'd be in a lot more trouble. Back to here. Shifty. Ooh, did he just go back into it? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that they scripted that to happen right in front of my eyes. Okay. So let's try not to get choked again. That took a lot of my health. We won't go down corridors that seem to have an active... Exhibit A. Seem to have an active specter upon them. Alright, I gotta go that way. Yep, there you are. There's my Dr. Beloved. My back! Ow. Not to mention the rest of me. She limps and moves quite slowly after being struck across the shoulder blades. As would we all, I assume. I would definitely... No! This might be fatal. Ow. Those were my sensitive spine bones. Well, what a treat. You've given me a new emote. Look at that cute little guy. Aww. Oh, I love it. So, first death of the stream out of the way. Now we can proceed with confidence. This is not how the story goes. I love that message. Okay, assuming I am back to the start. Whoa! Back to the start. But I don't know for sure if that's the case.
Very scientific. I mean, who came
See
up
if
with
we
that?
missed anything at the beginning of this.
Comes to my lab and treats me like some kind of assistant. Un putain d'assistant? Moi? I run the lake house. This is my facility. Mine! He cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches, and then fly back to New York. Espèce de
think he can.
crétin, prétentieux.
I think he can do whatever he
The jackass
wants.
thinks he's a fucking rock star.
And he definitely is. That doctor is dynamite, Jules. You have to understand.
The shadow is good.
That song isn't just about director Jesse Faden. He is a rock star. Alright, so let's check here. I believe I need to switch it. Don't believe it is in position numero dos.
Remembers his name.
So we're switching. He's already in the wall this time. Good.
They think I do not
Good,
have the
that's
mind
fine.
for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront.
Okay, while I'm safe, let me check my... If I can remember how to get to my inventory, I guess that's really all I have. Can I get to my inventory, though? Why is the method of this escaping me? Why is the method of this escaping me? I just wanted to check if I have any other kind of healing items, and I don't think I do. I don't have any rusty syringes a la Silent Hill 2, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. There's no real sense in having a gun equipped, so I guess I can just hold bandages. That's fine. That's totally fine. Try to get past all this without being choked. They are in play. So we know that there is a painted monster on that wall. How about this way? Seems clear. Ooh-ha. Security keycard number 2. Quickly. Alrighty. Close it. Close it, I beg of you! Ghosts that follow me to close doors, please do it now. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, I feel safe. What do we got? Progress update number 5. Got the firing mechanism working. It's throwing the test projectiles a good distance. Turned out pretty nicely. The fittings between the grenade launcher and custom components are a bit loose. No proper lathe here, but at least it works. Now I need some actual black rock for the tests. I know there is some on sublevel 5, but the acting inventory supervisor doesn't get access to that floor. Next steps, source black rock. Does that mean I won't be able to use this weapon until I get to sublevel 5? Which I may be wrong, but I thought was my, end goal for all of this. I may be wrong. A little ring on that binder looks like an interact prompt from a certain distance. Prompt? Did I just drop the T? That's fine. Nobody needs the T. Alright. New weapon acquired.
Okay.
And
This should get me down to
security
sublevel
clearance 3, was it?
And this should get me past any other problems.
It looked like there might have been some ammo in it. Good. Charge the black rock launcher by holding down the right trigger. Charge shots go farther and deal more damage. But can they kill painted monstrosities? Is my question.
There was
Can
a
they
crack
do
in
that?
the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow.
God, I could listen to him all
It
day.
became trapped, stagnant.
Get out of here.
The truth was
Get
controlled.
out of here.
The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting.
Spoiling the
An
immersion.
urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
I'm pretty sure that last part, at least the arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled out of control, we heard earlier, and I thought it was as part of the introduction sequence to this. Is this
There
an
was a crack
Alan
in the
Wake
lake house. The
page?
Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow.
Alan Wake 5,
Became
so I don't
trapped,
think this is one of the ones they generated. I think that's an actual one that appeared. And therefore can be trusted? Question mark? I sure as hell don't trust the ones they fabricated with their hideous nightmare machine. Which I'm so upset about to this day. Okay, we would need some sort of important number. I'm not seeing any. Maybe I am. What's that? It's so dark. 021219? Is that what I'm seeing? It's so dark. Huzzah! Alright, reassignment. Hello, Carla. I don't know why this accent has come out. I have decided to reassign you from Project Ramnus. to inventory management. Your title will be changed from senior researcher to acting inventory supervisor, effective immediately. You may find this change sudden, but I have no doubt that someone with a nut allergy like yourself will prefer to work alone in the inventory booth than out in the open where any dangerous pecan pies may be waiting to hurt you. Stop bullying the poor person with nut allergies. This is not cool. Perhaps some hard work will keep you from making any more unfounded HR complaints. He is not in his right mind. Pi Day sensitivity reminder, we've read those. Missing Blackrock. I think we might have read this as well, but there is a significant amount of Blackrock missing from sublevel 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding, and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. I know that they said, to get more ammo for your new weapon, go to sublevel 5, but this seems to indicate it's not on sublevel 5 anymore. We'll keep that in mind as we explore. So, I have the gun. I have the key card for level 3. I'm trying to remember which floor it was. I think it was holding, which would be floor 2, that has a couple of these security clearance level 3 doors. So a little curious as to why there are still multiple points of interest here. Did I miss a secondary interaction prompt? Oh, we sweep the desk with such thoroughness. You would not believe. Maybe it's just telling me, hey, open your
Blackrock powder.
Open your container.
Need to keep an eye out for more of these.
That was probably it. And then maybe it just wants me to mouse over the ones we already read. Okay, we good? We good now? No, don't go in there. Go, take me to the map. Oh, we're not good. Okay, fine. Maybe you don't clear after being swept. And this is a me problem. Alright, we still don't want to get choked. Nope. No thank you. No thank you to that. What about this wall? You're here. You exist. You are physically fucking real. Huh. I don't remember which walls are safe when we're leaving. You're not safe. You're not safe at all. Just want to act. Yeah, maybe just go ahead and save it while we have the chance, since it's right here. Alright, quick save. Back to the elevator. So I want to go to sublevel 2 to check that clearance door. Clearance level 3. And then I don't believe we've been to 4... Oh, sorry. Sorry, everybody. I wasn't in time, and I also am not Catholic, but I thought it would be respectful. I always forget, they never put the elevator to exit where you entered. That's not a thing that happens. Why is this wall so shiny? Just a glossy map? Or is it a two-way mirror? Maybe just a one-way mirror, I guess. Okay, so where did the elevator end up? You're back. No, thank you. Let's try over here. Nope, no corridor exists over here. I probably have to, yeah. Back inside the control booth. Easy does it. Don't go near that wall. Alright, here we go. Swip swap. Exit door is revealed. Let me catch up to the chat real quick. Have you been playing Silent Hill 2 without us? I'm sorry. Yes, I have. I have been. And having just a hell of a time. Like, literally, it's absolute hell. I'm hating it, but it's also great. You haven't gotten that far in it. You need to play more this weekend. I can't wait for you to. I have never silent... I'm trying to think of some sort of plural for Silent Hill. Never Silent Hilt before. This is my first experience with it. And I am scared. I'm very scared. I know that I've got, like, multiple weapons at my disposal, and I'm fully clothed with a thick jacket in the game, but I feel like I'm wearing a hospital gown with my little tuchus exposed the entire time. Alright. We go this way. Don't get choked. Whatever you do, do not get... Not on that wall. Not on that wall either. Oh, I hate this. I hate it so much. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, good. Alright. I did not try shooting them with my new Blackrock gun. The more ammo, the better, but it would also be nice to know now if it is possible. Security clearance level 3. We go to sub-level 2. We go to 2.
The Shadow had changed Jules Mormont into a hostile, paranatural entity.
Yeah, it did.
That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Bit of a weird way to phrase it. Sounds a little vengeful and angry. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you. Oh, hey. I missed you. Sorry about my sleeves. How dare! I am shocked, I say, that you would be so audacious as to play a game just for funsies all by yourself. It's unforgivable, really. Absolutely unforgivable. Hello, nice to see you there. And a triple cheers to you as well. I wish that had caffeine. It does not. I'm sad.
Sub-level 2.
Alright, we actually made it to sub-level 2 this time. Didn't redirect us. Seems like maybe it's the first time you go to any given level. It's all like Gnaw. Trying to show me secrets in the static, are you? Okay, quick question. Do they respawn? I think everyone on sub-level 2 is dead. Exhibit A. Do they respawn? We'll never know. Quickly to the security door. Don't step in the evidence. Oh, God, we've ruined it. We've ruined it with my very, very expensive boots. What's in here? Video screen. My doctor beloved. Boo. Boo! Well, this isn't great. This is not a great place to be standing right now.
Was found dead in
Three?
his cell this
Three
morning.
of them?
It's an unfortunate
Just not
setback.
gonna move.
But when a door is closed,
Unfortunate
a window
setback,
is
bud.
opened. I believe that's the saying. Lane may be gone, but he left us with a goodbye present. A final piece of art. This piece is different. It's
Made
raw
with blood.
emotion,
Yeah.
pure truth. He put everything he had into this one. Literally. Every reading we take is off the charts. This is what we have been waiting for. It is the key.
It doesn't sound like good news, actually. Given what you're trying to do.
I will achieve what no one has before me. Not Darling, that arrogant shit.
You watch your mouth.
Not my selfish harpy or the wife.
You watch your mouth.
So, we have a painter and a painting that can talk. Clearly connected. But Lane was dead before any of this even happened.
Was he? Was he dead?
Did any of it.
Sure, he didn't have any blood left in his body, but was he dead? What is he holding? I hope it's a pen. I'm a little bit far back to see. Okay. Here we go. I thought that might have been the trigger. Oh, God. I want to get another peek in there if it's not too much trouble. What do you think? Should we waste a shot? See if this does any physical damage? It requires a minimum charge to fire, I've just now realized.
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
Sweet. Good to know. Good to know. Worth a waste. Snatched or otherwise. His wife prefers to be called an Aasimar. It's much better than a harpy. Much better stats, too, I imagine. No, neither of you are invited to this party. Okay, I just want to peek at that door. Are you gonna let me peek at that door? You gonna be selfish? Don't be selfish. Alright. The interview room. This looks innocent enough. Surely no one's had their fingers smashed in here. From Dr. Jules Marmont to the Project Romnus staff, status of Project Arbutus. As a head of research of the Lake House, it is important that I am informed of all proceedings at this facility. Since the other Dr. Marmont is failing to provide me with details, can you blame her? About her team's progress, I ask that you all seek information from members of her team. Anyone who comes to me with details on Project Arbutus's current progress will be rewarded. Regards, Dr. Jules Marmont. Did a sherbet shop explode in here? It's a good question. It does look like really delicious paint. It's not your typical, that's probably not edible. It looks really good in my mouth. Please get in my mouth. Please. I'm running, I'm dodging and running and dodging again. Whew. I think we're good. So was that the only level 3 door on this floor? Still have remaining points of interest. I don't think we do, but I'm gonna check this one just to make sure. Why? Why did it sound slippery? Who is making slime noises? This is no time for ASMR. Alright, seem to be about here. Like this? Which I thought we definitely already interacted with. So maybe the points of interest just don't go away.
When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of...
But that's fine. So I think we're done on this floor. We could try to get to floor 4? Is that the next unexplored? Because I know we jumped to 3 at one point. Elevator is never where you began. I will remember this eventually. It's such a funny thing to ignore all regular video game logic. I love the way that Remedy does that so much. But it also leaves me a shivering with confusion. Okay, floor number 3 was there. I guess there's 2 level 2 doors. We did not go back after getting that key card. So we could take a quick stop there and then move on to Dr. Marmont's office. That sounds like a boss battle waiting to happen. And then we don't have any view of floor 5, right? Big secret, top secret. Gotcha. So, page development. We'll probably get attacked by painted monsters. Looking forward to it. Thank you for making a clip of our Sherbert escapades. Are those little fingerprints on the door and here on the wall? Just little scratchy marks. Oh, just all over. All over, as though someone thought that the walls were itchy. I don't know why they'd think that. Goopy. Goopy, I don't like it. I have very limited ammunition, guys. Let's not do anything we'll regret. Oh, there's so many. So many potential. One more wasted. Just so that we don't have to watch our back the entire time. I'm still going to be watching my back the entire time. Alright, interior door here, and then far door on the right side. Immediately attacked again. Good. Good and fun. That's right, I seem to remember by the time we got the level 2 keycard, it had already shifted. Alright, I'll use 3. It had already shifted so that these rooms did not exist anymore. We were in the 3rd loop of page development. That makes me feel somewhat better. Do not copy Wake manuscript pages. That seems to be the entire point of this project.
Water dripped from the ceiling as Diana stared at the folders stacked on her workstation. Each one was a branch of research. Drip. Some were thin, some thick. They represented years of her life, her work, dissecting the act of creation and examining the bloody pieces. Bringing in live subjects had been her idea. Drip. Bureau leadership denied their request. But after HQ went into lockdown, she took advantage of the chaos and got her artists. Jules had whined about the optics. Diana ignored him. Now in her office below the waterline of Cauldron Lake, she considered how to
Such a
proceed.
chilling statement.
Jules was convinced the page they had found would come true. It promised disaster. A situation out of control. Impossible. Diana was always in control.
Diana was in control the whole time.
Drip. Drip.
I missed
She
one.
needed answers. She needed to quantify, to define, to control.
Has Diana tried listening to the old gods of Asgard? That might help.
Take control.
There you are. Nope. Again, that gets me every time. Like, it's an interaction prompt. It's not. It's just a small, shiny, metallic ring that exists in the real world, and you, pencil sharpener, taunting me. You ass. More like an ass sharpener. That doesn't sound pleasant. Alright, other side of the room without getting eaten. Boop, boop, boop. I hate it in here. I want to burn this place down so bad. Hup. No, do swipe. Do swipe first. Alright, what do you got for me?
Jules' team has
that's
found
not
new
good.
pages
That's not a good angle.
written by Wake.
There.
He must have gotten Rudolph Lane painting again. His bullshit pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before mine. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. But proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold. Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine.
Really?
You simply have to
Can
push
they?
the right buttons.
Obviously Jules is the more aggressive of the Marmonts in terms of angry outbursts and such. Diana's not great either. She's in charge of this project, which is... Oh, just hideous. Just the worst thing I've ever heard. To use art with the power, the shadow... To use art with the power, the shadow, we must first define art. Am I reading that right? I think so. Thesis. Does a critic define what is art? Where do we find critics? Kidnap, lure in critics? Or the audience? Are we the audience? Must we like the art? What is the role of an artist? Who is an artist? If you believe you are an artist, are you? Do you need to be good? Does quality matter? Define an artist. A drug-using bum? I guess. Often wears a turtleneck and drinks red wine. Left-wing political views. Danger! If left-wing politics made real by the shadow, any right-wing artists? Not for abstract art or poems. There are no right-wing poems. I wish that were true. It's probably not. What an interesting question board you've created for yourself. Alright, anything else on this floor? Probably not. We should save it in the break room on the way back, but I think the elevator is here. I don't know if we have to loop all 3 times to get back to the elevator even, which is a mistake of me coming here. A huge mistake. But then we should be able to proceed to level 4. Or level -4, as the case may be. Doesn't seem like the looping path is open. So let's check if the elevator remained where we left it. Seems like it's shiny back there. I wonder if once you complete 3 loops of a shifting area, the elevator stops moving. No, don't look behind you. Don't you look around. See if I got any goodies. Goodies. Why are there still footsteps? Whose footsteps were those? I'm so scared. Alright, quick march. Ooh. Ooh, goopy. I like your little slender legs. Very sexual. If you don't mind me saying, I don't mean to objectify you, but you have very sexual legs. Rrrr. I guess I do mean to objectify you in that case. To sublevel 4. Pain elevators. Classic. Absolute classic. Alright. I forget what label this one had. Research archives. Should be good. Give me that lore. Never mind. Let's try any other floor.
This is not level 4.
Please hold. Please hold.
I'm holding. Oh, I promise you. Alright. It didn't go so well for the scientists who, I'm assuming, tried to interact with the painting before me. 2 by 2, hands of blue. Hello, old friend. I missed you. What do you know about Rudolph Lane?
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
Mm-hmm. I do too, yes.
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
Back to the elevator. Thanks, Rudolph. Lovely speaking with you. Oh, what's this?
Rudolph Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet? Or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring. For the first time in years, he wanted to paint. A self-portrait. To say goodbye. No. To make them remember. To make them see what they did. He slapped his hands against the wall to steady himself. He began from there. No brush, just himself. The strokes were crude, violent. The pain, misery, and hate he'd endured there. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones all spread into the shape of a man.
There's fire in his bones.
Natural. Like a heart attack. He slumped down to the floor, smiling at the anger he left smeared across the wall.
Ooh. So, I'm trying to remember. We read a document or a tape recorder last session where Jules Marmont, Dr. Jules, was there. I thought I remembered something about, like, him giving Rudolph a knife. Am I falsely imagining that? So it's like Jules did not kill Rudolph Lane, but he did provide the implement of Rudolph's destruction. I don't remember if I'm remembering that correctly. Let's try floor 4 again. Maybe this time, fingers crossed. Though I'm not sure if they're trying to hint at me that I should be going to... Excuse me, sublevel 5 for more ammunition first. We'll see if it's a necessity. Research archives. There's gotta be some darling content in here. Aw, this content is darling. Looks safe. Looks safe and fine. I'm not worried about it. No siree. Alright, that'll get us down. It is nice, Kieran. Nothing to read up here. Which I guess makes sense, as there is no toilet. Down we go. For the last time, there is no toilet in that office. Stop! Stop what you're doing. Yeah, f that door. Stupid door. Alright, save spot. Probably should have loaded up on ammo before I quick saved it, but there's nothing in there. Fine. Ah, steamy coffee. That sounds so good right now. Oh, that sounds delightful. Alright, that's just the other side of the stairs. Boop, boop. Welcome to the archives. This is very...
Come on.
Very nostalgic architecture. What a gorgeous place to be. Also looks like another boss battle waiting to happen. This big-ass area of labyrinthine shelves. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not worried about the noise. Oh. Do I sound worried? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get my ass attacked so hard in here. Hi. Here's my ass. Oh! Wasn't expecting you to take me up on it. How dare you? That was quite a distance you covered, my friend. Slap a bandage on it. Slap a bandage on my ass. Alright, here we go. 3 shots left. Maybe research archives is where they... No thanks. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. Maybe research archives is where they ended up putting the Blackrock that is missing from level 5? Or maybe I'm shit out of luck. You've got a very thick body. Apparently I can't just walk over you. Is that part of the soundtrack, or is something just boot stepping down the corridors behind me? I can't tell. Oh, good. I did find a little. It seems as though it must be in the random loot table then, which is great news. I was worried it was a little more specialized than that. So I guess we'll just keep blasting away then. Ammunition be damned. Here we are. Here we go. Everything's fine. We're just gonna Gonna slip right on through yous. Slip right on. Checking the back corridor. Not like that. Not what you're thinking. Where's your little friend? Kind of feels like they only send one of those
Diana sat
at a
in her
time.
office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red.
Damn
Alarms
these graphs.
blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the
The
facility.
fiery bones.
One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules. Their ambition. Their hatred. Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before it all went dark, she thought of Jules' smile.
Oh, this is your fault. You have done this, but that's just sort of the MO of the dark presence. To take your artistic endeavors and corrupt them and make it turn out so badly. Someone's throwing a temper tantrum. Oh, you. Get back here. I wonder if that's, if it comes to blows, if that's perhaps a more corporeal enemy that I could take out with shotgun blasts. Save a little black rock ammo. Let's check over here first. Nope, dead end. Huge mistake. I don't think I'd need to go back through that corridor. Let's chase the entity / regular person. Going to switch to shotgun, which may be a mistake. All right. It's a solid option. Any others? It's so skittery sounding. I don't like it. I don't like it right in my eardrums. It's like someone with the driest tongue ever trying to kiss me in my eardrums. That hurt a lot, apparently. Hi. Stop hiding. Stop hiding and eat these shells. Bandage. There we go. Now we put some more shells in. Battery and some more shells and a battery. Just trying to save just a touch of shotgun. None of those hit you, but thank you for dying. I like perfectly created a little chalk outline of your body with my bullets. Stop shifting. You stay still. You stay still and let me kiss you. I don't have any more ammo. I mean, health. Bandages, whatever. Stop shifting! Hello. Nice to see you there. Did you already finish Man of Medan? At least one playthrough of it, I did. And some of us lived to be rescued. And others did not. So, one little foray into it at least, I did, but there's probably Conrad content to be gleaned yet. Really wish I had one more bandage. Or just some pain relievers. Some Max Payne style relievers. don't like being in this thin corridor if you're gonna keep doing that. Are you gonna keep doing it? Yep. Apparently. Alright, hold still. It's a bad time to have to reload my batteries. Hold still, I said. Alright, everybody in here smells. Everyone in here reeks of death and day-old blood. Congealed deeply into the crevices of the tiles. This guy's got a bag over his head. I don't know what that means, but I'm scared. And my fear has deeply congealed into the tiles. That's what we're smelling. Ew, gross. Not like that. Not what you're thinking. Stop. Stop thinking that. Or don't. It's none of my business, really. You stay right where you are, or I will shoot you in the privates. Okay? So about that giving me another bandage. About that. My requisition request for one more lonely little bandage. Did that go through? I would love it if it did. Love it if it had. Can I take an extra flashlight? Well, that's a microphone. That won't help me. I already have one of those. Don't rub it. That's weird. Don't rub the microphone, especially not when you're hovering your hot, eager mouth inches away from it. Don't rub it. I'd like to apologize. Should I switch back to my Blackrock gun? Is it about to be bad in here? In a Blackrock gun sort of sense. Bandage? Please? Okay, go fuck yourself then. That's fine. I'll just take one of these hangers and slap it over my wounds. Ah! It hurts more. I really shouldn't be walking that close to them. I've become overconfident. Yes? Can I help you? I feel like the maze of these shelves must be shifting. This is an impossible direction I've gone through the maze. Or I would have looped back on myself multiple times by now if it were playing by normal, logical rules. It's dead time. It's time to die. What a shame. If I'd had one more bandage, I could have survived that. I'm just saying. I know it's still my fault and my responsibility for straying too close to the danger walls, but still, I'm just saying. That's a bit of a way back. All right, we'll do it all over again. I should be making better use of my flares and bangs and such. All right, back down to this floor. Got one painterly man, and then we can switch to conventional weapons. Ah, better roll that time. Alright, I'm trying to remember if there were any interactable documents on our way through. There might have been one in like a back right corner. Nice. Alright, down we go. Get back to where we were with a little bit of celerity. But no celery whatsoever. I wish that they dropped bandages. That'd be great. I know it doesn't really make sense, as they are made of paint and not bandages. But they could have pockets. Should be ready to switch to shotgun now. Hopefully we can get through this combat encounter with a little more health in our body. That would be good. That's the document I'm thinking
Diana
of.
sat
Great,
in her
great.
office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her. Diana
Just
sat
in
her
case.
office.
I don't know if it
A
only
weak desk
pops
light
if you
kept
let
the
him.
darkness around her
You
at
let him
night.
speak.
The silence of the archive suited her.
Plus,
She
I don't mind
scanned
hearing
a
him
series
speak.
of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the facility. One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules. Their ambition. Their hatred. Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before
They
it
had
all
done
went
this.
dark,
Their ambition,
she
their
was
hatred,
small.
her desk lamp. No one's innocent. Alright, we got shotgun. I don't think any more painters jump out until the time that he died. Looking forward to it. You hold still. You hold still in here. Let me pepper your little butt cheeks with pellets. Let me pepper pellets into your... Is there a word for bomb that begins with P? There's gotta be. Not pectorals, but something similar. Pectoral adjacent, but to describe the butt cheeks. Why does that seem like such a tall order all of a sudden in my brain? Feels like there's an easy one. That's that me! Well, right off the bat, terrible use of my health. Terrible, terrible use of my health. Right in your face! Right in your silly face! Please put a shell in it. Put a shell in it, I beg you. Oh, okay. No time to gloat. Still in danger. Using a bandage. In the plumpness, that's it. That's the word. Pepper their plumpness with pellets. I like it. Alright, we just got Shifty Boy back here. I had no batteries. Bad time for it. Ooh, I did a little pirouette. Pepper your pirouetting plumpness with pellets. Alright, hold on. Stay still. Oh, you're making me waste all my batteries. This is my least favorite enemy type, by far. But it's not their fault. Good, good. Tell Satan I said hi. Okay, that should be all the normal folks. Unless there was one more that I'm forgetting about. Let's go back to Blackrock. Give this a quick sweep. God, I'm sweepy. And give me just 1 second. So sorry. Those enemies are just like a toddler who grabbed something that they're not supposed to have, and now they're running at full speed when you demand to see what it is. That's exactly what that's like. I imagine. I don't chase too many other people's toddlers around, because I feel like that would probably get me in trouble. But just a couple of them, every once in a while. Like a holiday treat. What? Alright, so don't get grabbed. Getting grabbed takes so much health. And it apparently can happen from a much greater distance than I was expecting. A pretty great freaking distance, it seems. I think it was that one. Is this too close? Now I'm worried about everything. I was gonna run for it. Maybe it wasn't that one. Alright, we got some shells. Both sides are bad. Sort of a lazy centrist argument. Oh god, I forget which one grabbed me now. Thanks, filing cabinet. It does seem weird that you can't just yank a flare. Like usually when you get grabbed by a typical Taken. Any typical Taken will do. You can flare yourself to get free of it. But it doesn't seem to give you the automatic prompt when you're grabbed by a painterly. I need to figure out what the actual name of these things are, but until then... So many bad walls. So many bad walls. I don't know how I'm supposed to trust that there are any good walls left. You were particularly drippy when I turned the corner. Also you, but that's not really something you can help, considering your veins are so exposed to the elements. Seems like a safe place to run to. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's a fine and safe place to run to, right? You promise? Anybody got documents? Documents for me, Papire? No Papire. Oh, it's wide. Wide open now. Clearly the landscape is shifting like mad. It feels like we were already running a little low. Because whatever... We have not heard from headquarters, from the FPC, in the oldest house. In 3 years, let's say? Since September 2019. Any FBC agents we're seeing out here just have to be folks that were left in the field offices, who were either in the field or in one of the monitoring stations, which there are several of spread across the United States at least, if not wider. But, like, this is a lot of dead FBC guys for how few of us are not in the oldest house right now. Is this like the remainder of the FBC outside of the oldest house is now dead? And I am the only one left? So many. Got some yellow lines. Sure to be important later. Let's just take a peek inside first. Thank you for an autosave. That's sweet of you. What am I listening to? Where's that coming from? Yeah. Cassette tapes. I want to burn a copy for my road trip. Alright, no, this side first. Follow-up report. On the morning of... The musician, held at the lake house for research purposes, was discovered missing from her cell. Security footage of the cell from the night before was damaged by electrical interference of an undetermined nature. Redacted, known professionally as Redacted, had produced a song called 6 Deep Breaths during her time at the lake house that was considered very promising as research material by Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont. Redacted somehow used her song to orchestrate her escape. Efforts to find Redacted were brief, with any wider search considered an unacceptable risk to the lake house's mandate of confidentiality. So they've got painters, they've got authors, and now they've got musicians that they have kidnapped. Action to be taken. A. An investigation is currently ongoing as to whether any staff at the lake house were involved in the disappearance of Redacted. B. An investigation is currently ongoing as to whether the subject used the song they created as a redacted means of escape. C. All material related to and work produced by will be stored in the archive for future reference. Online checks for the public reappearance of Redacted are to be performed weekly. Known web addresses associated with Redacted in the past, known addresses with para-utilitarian or AWE activity, thishouseofdreams.blogspot.com. Yes! What a great pull. Sirensociety.io, looking it up after this. And Blessed, etc. Blessed. Good old Chester Bless? For the up-to-date full list, refer to... Alright. I will take a This House of Dreams reference any day. Any day I can get it. Project Arbutus, The Definition of Art, a study by Dr. Durham Marmont. Sure. To truly comprehend the threshold within Cauldron Lake, we must first understand its attraction to art. However, even the definition of art is as varied as the range of crafts that fall under the name. To that end, we must open a track of research dedicated to defining and quantifying art, ultimately rendering the concept into a unit of measurement. Yeah, that's how art works. Sure. To begin, let's not try to understand humanity's definition of art, but rather Cauldron Lake's preferences. Thank you for the link. Oh, I love that website. So much cool stuff in there. Past cases of Cauldron Lake's threshold affecting reality have centered on writing. See Alan Wake in 2010. Cinematography is also suspected, though not directly confirmed. Oh, it's directly confirmed. Thomas Zane, 1970. What about other mediums? Will we need to test the viability of painting, poetry, music? Clearly you haven't heard of the old gods of Asgard. Photography, sculpting, dance, and so on. Not to mention the myriad of genres or methods within each medium. And what about crafts outside of the most common artistic expressions? Does any act of creation on a high level of expertise merit the title of art? Baking, woodworking, etc.? I think Rose does make a mean cup of coffee. That could be considered art. What about non-physical mediums? Why is music an art, but philosophy is not? Does something become art due to its medium, its quality, or perhaps simply through the intent of expression, or an equation made up of all three? What would be the order of importance? What thresholds must each factor reach for the equation to succeed? Clearly there is much to determine. We must begin with developing a methodology using a vast range of arts and general creative endeavors, both physical and mental, and then find a way to test their potential connection to Cauldron Lake's threshold. Cauldron Lake is an enigma, with many layers to pull away if we are to understand it and ultimately bring it under control. The work will take years. Yeah, it will. gotta head out. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of the day. And I hope I didn't miss you. Because I miss you. I love this whole line of questioning. This whole, through the lens of very strict scientific endeavor, trying to define what art is such a fascinating idea. And perhaps an impossibility.
The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters, but the lake house was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. "I know you're here," they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home. Their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
That seems like it's about to come true. Alright. They've been very generous with the rest of these passwords. It's probably like a, if you had done better, if you had taken less time to find the first password on the ground floor, they would have been harder to find, but because I did so poorly, they're just like, put a post-it note on it. Load the post-its. He's simple. And I appreciate that. That's really sweet. Ooh, solve the passwords for all locked computers. I guess we're done. Cool. Official complaint. Hello, Dr. Marmont. I received your formal complaint about Jules's behavior. You claim he is maliciously keeping research material away from your team, but he says they have simply been misplaced. I understand you are frustrated. Oh, the text is shifting. Where did it go? But I recommend giving his team a week or so to find the pages and return them to your team. If this issue persists at that point, then let's discuss your desire to escalate this issue. Does that sound agreeable? No, Harry. No, it does not. Let's go to the first part of these. Letter from Darling, my beloved. Diana, I just received a letter from Darling about a request you made to bring in live subjects. What were you thinking? Do you know how that looks? What did he say? Was it approved? No, he refused, because he's a nice man. You know protocol does not allow this sort of thing, and he says he will be making a trip to the lake house to check in on us soon, like we are children. This is very bad for our reputation, Diana. Please, if you have an idea like this, come to me first. Abandoned project. Diana, considering the details on the new page we have found, I believe we need to abandon the research into Alan Wake's writing. We must not endanger our staff. Oh, don't pretend like you're worried about them, Jules. You're just looking out for your own fantastic, well-sculpted ass. The fact that the pages are detailing future events means they are the correct method. We have to learn how to harness their power and dictate events to meet our goals, not Wake's, whatever those may be. The ATDs are producing better and better results. We just need to keep doing the work. No, Diana, I'm looking at the page right now. Constant imbalance, out of control, a crack in the lake house? If we continue with this research, we will lose our facility. Perhaps more than that. What is the point in succeeding if we are dead? I am the head of research here, and I forbid you from proceeding. Oh, that just makes me want to do it more. But no, do stop. You can't forbid anything. You're not going to keep me from the most important work of my life. If you're too much of a coward to keep pushing ahead, then I'll finish what we set out to do here alone. We have plenty of ongoing lines of research. I suggest that you pick one and leave Wake's writing to me. You always needed me more than I needed you. Diana? I hope you're proud of yourself. They don't, in none of the documents we've read, have they detailed what the goals are? She keeps mentioning we have to bring the reality-altering power that Alan Wake has under our control and use it for our purposes. But what are those purposes? What does Diana intend to do with such power? Because Alan is just trying to, save himself without dooming the entire world. Which is... I mean, he could just be lost forever inside of the dark place and save the world. But that's sad. We love Alan. Even though he can be a bit of an elitist prick. We love Alan. But what would Diana's goals be?
September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist. A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But there may be truth in the cliche. It's no secret Rudolph Lane has been unhappy here for years.
Yeah, he's a prisoner.
The aggregate data shows his art's viability score trending upward over time. If Jules hadn't neglected to hold regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a...
Not everything can be quantified.
...compare against the art's score. I'll make this a sub-goal of my study of Edward Booker. Once we set the variables and establish a control reading of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion. Limited food and water, perhaps. An increasingly tight living space. This is how Jules lost his subject, though. Deep breath, deep breath. Need to be careful not to leave any sharp objects in Booker's cell.
What is he writing with? What is he using to write with, if not some sort of sharp object? No thanks. No, I'm gonna close that right up. Alrighty. So we've got this power button back here. That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Let's turn it back on. It's broken, isn't it? Broken forever? It seems fine. Did that change anything in the interior space?
Credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle. He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished.
This doesn't look like Lane's style.
Actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle.
I'm assuming the document in the corner is the same, but that's probably a misassumption. Let's check it. Also, whatever this is.
He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere.
Is that all? All FBC files? There's got to be more on sub-level 5.
My ideas and
Maybe
my
it's just
work,
a certain number
and
of
now
them.
he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich,
Who
Jules.
is the artist of these?
Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work.
From
Suddenly,
Casper Darling.
the exact pages that I need to reference have just
I would love
vanished.
to.
He is
Ooh,
actively
a light switch
impeding
cord.
Critical Bureau research.
Please take me.
I
Take
mean,
me to
if
the
he can
ocean
do
view.
that,
My
then
lovely.
What is stopping me
can
from
I,
going
like,
down to that lab? And I don't know, just
somehow
inverting
pause it and read this? Is that a
the
thing?
amplifiers or misaligning the
I don't
receivers
know
or
how
both.
to read it while she's speaking that closely in my ear. Dialogue. I'll be right back. Diana, I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this.
It's the same
All right.
thing in
Dr. Casper Darling. This is in 2019. Interesting. Early 2019. Something to get you started. I couldn't stop thinking about this new direction for the lake house after I got back to New York. I hope pivoting to researching Threshold's reality manipulation effect wasn't too much of a shock for you. Threshold dark place? I don't know. It seemed like your work on containment was stalling, so I decided you all could use a fresh start.
Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my
Oh, are you heading out? Cooking food, delicious. Thank you very much for hanging out for a bit. I don't know where that on-screen celebration one came from. I think that must be a new default that they added, but I'll happily shimmy my ass off and also push my nipples too hard into the microphone as a form of on-screen celebration. What could possibly be more celebratory than that? I decided you could all use a fresh start. Here's something to get you started. Some drawings made by a while back. Files 6D001 through 6D004 found in the attached envelope. Test for any reaction they may trigger with the shadow. Still don't like how unscientific that name is. You can designate the artist as P6 in your records. I feel like we know who P6 is. I expect regular updates. A go team! Thank you, darling. P6 feels like the designation that they gave Dylan in the oldest house, wasn't it? I'm not sure if I'm just crossing wires. Oh, hey, light switch cord. I'm excited. All right, we're not going to miss any sweet, sweet dialogue if it surprises us, though. So let's go back to full. Yoink.
Thing in principle.
Quick lesson on light switch cords. If you find one, pull it 3 times.
God, I love
The
this.
lab. Some
I
big
love their light
experiment
switch
tomorrow.
cord logic.
I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them.
I just blew myself.
All those years, he steals credit from.
I mean, not that.
The Ocean View Motel
Yes.
is a dimensional intersection.
I'm
The
so
doors
happy
from the
right
lobby
now.
can lead anywhere, but
As you could tell
I
by
didn't end up in the lobby this
Estevez
time,
shaking her hips.
which was definitely unusual.
Yeah, it always takes you to the lobby. Does the lobby not currently exist? Is the lobby inaccessible? This is also not the typical corridor. I guess we're going towards the open door. But I want to check every room on the way by, just in case one of them's playing a Threshold, kids. Just in case. Oh, hey, Control. Nice to see you. Goodbye. I got scared. No, do go through. Oh, this is the oldest house. And presumably the first time anyone outside has been inside the oldest house since 2019. It's just Jesse Faden and then me. Speaking of whom, hi? A clever combination of Jesse and Zachariah inside of the looping spiral.
Panopticon. But the Panopticon is a
Mm-hmm.
Headquarters. Yeah.
It sure as shit is. P6. I'm gonna need a minute. I'm just gonna need a minute. I am so fucking excited. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Hello, friend. Sorry to interrupt. You have a second to talk to a human person? For once in what appears to be a very long freaking time? I thought last time I saw Dylan, he was in a much smaller room off of the main, like, control command center in the oldest house where the board pushes down into our dimension. And this looks like a very different environment than I recall. Was he moved, or am I just experiencing it differently? Hi,
Dylan.
Dylan.
Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. Identify yourself.
It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
Let me give you a closer look. Hi. Ooh, now we're too close, maybe. Should we do that thing that they do in movies for some reason, where they put their hands together across the glass? I don't know why they do it either, but we could do it if it would help you. Are we in the Panopticon? I don't know if that's like a rude question. How would he know? He's been in this cell regardless. But did you get moved?
There's a sign over there for the Panopticon. The Panopticon's only in New York, in HQ. Is this the oldest house?
I think that's where I am.
So you are inside the
That's
oldest
where we left
house.
you.
Is anyone else alive?
I can't.
It's a waste of time.
No, it's not. It is the furthest possible thing from a waste of time. Why are you in a cell? Is it because you're very, very dangerous and powerful para-utilitarian who can see into different realities and also probably crush people with your mind?
This is an FBC containment unit. Why is the Bureau detaining you?
I'm where I belong.
Everyone I meet here is either a painting or a paracriminal.
So, what happened at HQ in the ensuing 3 years since we last saw you?
Hey, this is important. FBC headquarters went dark 4
4
years ago.
4 years.
What exactly happened in there?
We were attacked. No, no, not again. Not yet. No, 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 no.
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Does it help if I look at your feet? Does that help you? Yummy. I'm filling you with self-confidence about your feet. What were you attacked by?
What attacked the oldest house? I need to know.
Something's changing. Outside. Can you feel it? I can hear it. It's getting worse.
What do you hear?
You can't stay, can you?
Hold on. The phone will attend. I need to know if it could.
Oh, I've gotta know what that was.
Tell Jesse I tried. I really did.
Hello.
Book the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them.
Fine.
All those years, he steals credit from my ideas.
I don't know what you're talking about with me almost having heart palpitations and my excitement for Control 2 right now. I don't know what you mean. Kinda get the impression we get to be Dylan in the next one. I would give anything to be Jesse Faden once again. But I would really like to see things from Dylan's perspective. And also know what his power level could grow into when he's not trapped in a glass box. What does he have at his disposal besides a lot of old carrots? Sublevel 5, which is unmapped. Deeply unmapped. Oh, I'm so excited. The fire in your bones.
1, 2, 3.
Deep breaths. She's learned from that song. 6 deep breaths. What a cute little reference. I have 4 shots of this. I'm gonna assume that maybe there's some corporeal folks down here. Let's switch to a shotgun. Maybe a misassumption. It's very, very blurry down here. Sublevel 5, Threshold Experimentation. There's the wall of his cell.
The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold.
Why would you do
It
that?
was forced. It was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
And it's definitely going to be that simple. You're looking good, Jules. Oh, hey, Diana. Uh-oh. Mommy and Daddy are fighting. Apparently killing each other instantly. Hi. I'm gonna need that wheezing to stop one way or another. I was thinking maybe we could, like, get him an inhaler. Okay, that works. That's goopy, but it works. I think you got him.
Typical fucking Marmonts.
Alright. Blew my whole lead. We could have been firing that whole time she was going to the meat section at the supermarket, but okay. No thank you. Ow, what are you punching? Those are my kidneys. One shoulder of yours sure does hurt now. Should I maybe use some black rock? Or a bandage? Alright, come on. Put some shells in there. Yikes. Ah. Just too late both times. I guess that's true. I was thinking, ammo can only be found in special containers. I was like, I thought we opened one of the regular ammo boxes and it was in there. But when you open the ammo box, it has like little compartments for the black rock ammo. So those must be the special containers. I don't know why I think I'm better than the people that made the game. That's clearly not true. And my first thought should have just been, yeah. Don't duck beneath my shots. That's rude. Slower. Ow. So blurry, I can't tell if you're still taken. Oh, I wish you had been ready. That was our one opportunity for reprisal. Put the shells in. Put one more shell in, and then we'll be ready to go. This is the time. This is the time and/or place.
It's a good idea. Where'd she go?
Where you at, Diana? There you are. You're very bright. I should have seen. Roughly, Jesse-esque moveset there with the throwing large objects. Any bullets inside of a clip would be great. That'd be great. Oh, hi. Should have been dodging instead of charging a shot. Gotcha. Gotcha. This is fun. I was sort of hoping, like deep down in my heart, I was hoping that they would be able to reconcile and we'd take them on in a joint boss battle. But their relationship, the cracks in their relationship have become so deep and filled with muck that could never happen. Just fire. Just stop loading and fire. A little hard to catch a break in that reload animation. Once you've started it, it expects you want to go all the way, which would be great under normal circumstances. Oh, I love going all the way, I tell them. Under normal circumstances, though. Alright, she's going up her level. Let me see when this painting guy becomes real. It's going to be my primary concern. Used a lot of my shotgun ammo that time. I don't know if I need to wound her a little bit before he comes into play.
Like I needed more problems.
There we go. Alright. Do. Keep dodging rocks. Oh, keep dodging rocks. Nope. Not that menu. There we go. Look out for more painting, guys. I imagine we're not done with that little tactic yet. Where is she? Ah, you're back down. All right. Yikes. That was a late dodge, but they were very generous. Oh, no. You cannot take two in a row. I gotta get better at the timing of that. Probably back to the top, but that's okay. Stop reloading, please. Where's the rest of your jaw? Please leave. Please go to the upper level and find your jaw.
Why did you idiots think this was a good idea?
All
Where'd she
right.
go? She's about to fracture. Like I needed more
Painting time? Good, good. Alright. I should really try to grab an ammo crate when I have a second. Or just absolutely crush one of my legs. That works too. Alright, she's back down here. That's not great for me. I can't be late on that. I can't be late on that when I have so little health. Alright, I gotta find an ammo crate with a bandage. Oh, thank goodness. Huh? Oh. Just a minute, Diana. I love you. Come on. Oh, it's Blackrock. That's good for me, but also no, boo. Ooh, I say. Okay. We're throwing rocks again. None of that was bandages. I am so wounded. I dodged. I dodged it a little. Alright. That went better than we have. But, wow, I need to keep more health in my body. Always a little bit later than I think.
Why did you idiots think this was a good idea?
Alright, she's up there. No ammo at all. That's surprising to hear.
Like I needed more problems.
Alright. any paint. I don't know what you mean.
The threshold's about to fracture.
Really wish my shotgun had been loaded already. Just try one of these. Whew. Much more damage with your Blackrock gun. It's probably intended for you to be using. I just thought maybe there's gonna be more paint guys. I got scared. Alright. Am I killing a man? Is that what's happening? Hey, I get it. You're angry. I'd be angry too if I was tortured and imprisoned for several years.
I know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolph Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
The putrid weight he could never wash away.
The threshold is tearing itself apart. I need to shut this down.
But we have time to talk. It's fine. The fate of reality.
The Marmonts
At stake?
are dead.
Let's make sure
I don't know
Rudolph is
if,
okay first.
That's any sort of consolation, but it's done.
The pain, it was all over him.
Look, I'm sorry. I know you didn't make a choice here. It's not fair, but I have to shut this threshold down before it fractures.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll have to live with that. Which side of the threshold is she on?
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Cosima, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake!
After the threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there.
Yeah,
He was
you
writing
were.
about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there.
So does this happen before
These
Alan Wake
cases,
too?
They never get less ambiguous or easier.
It definitely
This
sounds like
one-
it.
This was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmonts were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
More. More, please.
We wrote so many things, wrote them for you and me. We're here standing on a precipice, we are ready to take a leap. But that only comes after For this was the end scene. This was the end of an era. This was the sum of my body of work. When I'll be long gone, you can hold this together. And you can take it or leave it. Everything that comes after. And we'll always have this. All these moments that let us
All gone.
all this joy and these heartaches. They're woven into our very fabric. No one can take that away from us.
I believe this is Amelia Jones. I believe worked with Brandon Boone on the Slay the Princess soundtrack, or something like that. I've seen her in my Brandon Boone related social media circles. So it's super cool to see her here. Or hear her here. Here.
Vantage point. With my third eye open now. Deep breaths, deep breaths.
I also wonder if she's a musician,
Clock stopped.
which would be really cool.
She was dropped. What a mess. What a mess. Deep breaths. 6 deep breaths. Forget all the rest.
Or is this...
Sharp pain.
I want to say this might be Poe. And Poe could be the musician, which would also be amazing. God, it was good to see Dylan Faden again. It sounds like we're going to see more of him.
Of everything that I've ever known. Deep breaths.
Also wonderful to see Casper Darling. Though this was all... Sorry, Poe. This was all pre-enlightenment? Let's call it. Pre-enlightenment, Casper Darling. Video messages of his from the past. I want to know where Casper Darling is now and what Casper Darling is now. And I dearly hope that he still has the ability to interact with the physical world so that we can have moments of joy in his presence. That would make me happy. Oh. Okay. One other thing that came out as part of this expansion. Wow, we're like perfectly on time. Just under 2 hours. One of the things that came out with Lake House DLC was the original classic hoodie jacket for Alan Wake, which the whole first playthrough of Alan Wake 2 I was hoping we'd get to see again. Gimme them elbow patches, you cutie. So that is now a thing, and we do still have the final draft playthrough, which, if I'm understanding correctly, is the second upward spiraling loop of the original game. So it's the events of the original game over again, but like at least Alan, if not also Saga, are aware the entire time that they're reliving it again. And so some things are different, some dialogue is different, there's new manuscript pages, there's apparently some new Casper Darling videos to find scattered about. Plus, it's also been about a year, and I'm desperately excited just to play through it again. I've forgotten more than I remembered. So, though this is, as the song said, the end of an era, and I'm filled with melancholy, deeply bittersweet, we could take another stab at the main game with some new content and wearing elbow patches, and that will satisfy my need for Alan Wake content, for Remedy content at this point. There was one more little drop. My metaphor. See, there was one... Never mind. So I'm excited for that. I have a little bit of time off here, surrounding Halloween. So we could do that. We could jump back into another Dark Pictures anthology. We could do, like, Little Hope, I think is next up. Or a Conrad Heavy Man of Medan playthrough. We have options, and I'm very excited. And please tell me, in the Discord or elsewhere, wherever you can find me, lurking in your bushes, what excites you most. Because we have a couple of days to fill, and then I believe October 31st, Dragon Age Veilguard comes out. And we might have to go down that path as well. Though it's not quite in line with our planned spooky October content. It's a new Dragon Age game, so drop everything. Here we go. Solus, you rat bastard, come here and kiss me. I can't wait. I will see you guys again soonish. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for all of your thonkanines. Thonk in the city. Thonk harder. Thonkaning 2 Concussion Boogaloo. I love it. Thank you for bearing with me through my boss battle stumbles and inability to guess computer passwords. I love you, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Oh. Bye for a bit.